It's 8:30. Good morning. I'm Ian Crouch with Hunter News. Highway patrol officers have been forced to call off a pursuit involving a wanted fugitive at Carrington. They spotted Thomas Bowles driving in the area yesterday, but he sped off and the chase was called off due to safety concerns. Joanne Elliott from Police Headquarters says the 22-year-old is wanted on an arrest warrant after his parole was revoked for robbery offences.
He's 180 to 185 centimetres tall. Thomas Bowles has a medium build and a fair complexion. He was unshaven with brown eyes and short brown hair.
We've posted a photo of the man on the 2NURFM website. Seismic testing off the coast of Newcastle won't start as scheduled next Monday because the survey ship has been delayed by Cyclone Iris. Asset Energy wants to explore for gas using continuous airgun blasts, which green groups say will damage the hearing of dolphins and whales even kilometres away from the test site. The company says a new commencement date will be announced once the bad weather clears. CM residents opposed to a new mobile station and tower in their suburb could be offered an alternative solution. Telecommunications giant Optus is planning to build a 42-metre monopole off Warren Road, and homeowners are worried it'll compromise the rural feel of CM. The residents have suggested Brandy Hill Quarry as an alternative location, and Optus has told the office of Port Stephens MP Kate Washington they're willing to investigate the proposal. Kate Washington says it's understandable some residents are concerned.
I think there are residents that will be looking forward to improved connectivity, but they don't want it to come at the cost of having a great big tower sitting right next to one of their properties.
The Newcastle Permanent Charitable Foundation has provided a grant of more than $140,000 to the Hunter Medical Research Institute. This funding will go towards face matching in an algorithm which matches common facial traits through recognition software to improve individual diagnosis of intellectual disabilities. Clinical consultant Dr. Tracy Dudding-Bythe says the project aims to give those with intellectual disabilities an earlier and more accurate diagnosis and even discover new genes for brain development.
This is the first site that allows us to match these photos and for parents to actually be able to access and upload photos. It will take a while before we have enough photos in the database to start making matches of patients who are undiagnosed. But by matching faces of children from around the world with similar facial features, we hope to help families find a diagnosis earlier and potentially discover new genes important in brain development.
And the first of several graduation ceremonies gets underway today at Newcastle University. Over the next few weeks, almost 3,000 students will receive their degrees. First up today, it's the Faculty of Engineering and Built Environment. Among the graduates is Newcastle Deputy Lord Mayor Declan Clausen, who's collecting his engineering degree with first-class honours.
Sport for our sponsor, PRD Nationwide East Maitland.
Knights back rower Lachlan Fitzgibbon believes the club is finally starting to be given the respect from rubber clubs they deserve. He feels in previous years teams have rocked up to play the Knights below their best and still got away with victory. Comes ahead of this weekend's clash with the Broncos at McDonald Jones Stadium, which he says the boys are looking to make into a fortress. Meanwhile, coach Nathan Brown says a forced centre pairing change will not affect the boys this weekend. Ken Seo comes into the side for the injured Tautau Moga, while Nathan Ross moves to the centres. Brown says the pair are familiar in the positions and should find the transition easy.
They trained in the pre-season together over there, when Tao was in for a lot of the pre-season, so Rossi did a fair bit of left centre, and we're all comfortable that Kenny's a good solid first-grade player. So Rossi's played the position before and one in and one out, but rather than move people around and change people all over the field, it was just a nice, easy way to go, and the few times Rossi's played there for us, he's done a good job over the last couple of years.
And there'll be 3 Hunter athletes in action on day 1 today of the Commonwealth Games. Merryweather's Meg Bailey will swim in the heats of the women's 400-metre individual medley, while Aaron Sheriff and Natasha Scott are about to get underway in the lawn bowls. That's sport. I'm Josh Sim.
And the winning numbers in Wednesday Lotto are 19, 38, 12, 29, 37 and 23, and the supplementaries are 27 and 34. 2NURFM News Time, 26 to 9.